Joining the controversial Live Super League.
According to multiple reports, four-time major champion Brooks Koepka is leaving the PGA Tour to join the lucrative Live Golf Invitational Series. 32 years old, Koepka is coming off back-to-back 55th place finishes in golf majors. Last weekend at the U.S. Open and last month at the PGA Championship. Events he had won twice, 2 years straight. Now ranked 19th in the world, Koepka is set to make his Live Golf debut in Portland next week.
That's Fox's Jared Max. In hockey, Tampa Bay beat Colorado 6-2, but the Avalanche still lead the Stanley Cup Final 2-1. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
WPTV's First Alert Weather on WSTU is brought to you by Sailfish Roofing, 772-263-ROOF. Community roofing company you can trust. Sailfish Roofing. Now here's WPTV's First Alert meteorologist.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast. This afternoon, highs in the upper 80s, but feeling a little bit more comfortable with the humidity going down a touch thanks to a backdoor cool front pushing into the area. This front will push in drier air and rain chances stay on the lower side today. Tomorrow through Friday, highs in the upper 80s to low 90s, and the humidity stays in check for a few days. Rain chances on the lower side as drier air continues to push in. For the weekend, the humidity creeps back in and temperatures will feel warmer. Highs in the upper 80s to low 90s with heat index values in the triple digits. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall for WSTU 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hope Sound, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The opinions expressed are those of the show's host and not the staff or management of Port St. Lucie Broadcasters. Any reproduction without written consent of WSTU and WPSL is strictly prohibited. Now it's time for Quality of Life Radio, brought to you by Cigna. Here are your hosts, Gary Owen and Tom Bouvier.
Hello and good morning, America, and 49 other countries that are tuning in to the world-famous Quality of Life radio show. And you guessed it, I'm your host, Gary Owen, on this extraordinary Tuesday morning, June 21st.
And I'm your co-host, Tom Bouvier.
And we have a great show, another great show in store for you. So we want to say thank you for those of you that are tuning in on WSTU 1450 and WPSL 1590, as well as those of you that are watching live in the studio. We have a very handsome, intriguing, exciting guest in our studio this morning. So we're excited to introduce him in just a moment. But Tom, the Bouvier is with me almost every single week, 99% of the time. And Tom, we're here for which reason? Or reasons?
Reasons, yes, sir. We do come here every Tuesday morning. We love it. We love doing what we do on this radio show. But we bring relevant content to our listeners, and that's information that's relevant, that you can really use in your life. Now, the second reason, we do love to support and showcase local business owners, nonprofit organizations, and we have a wonderful guest who's actually joining us for the second time, and you'll be introducing here in a moment. Love this man. And third of all, you and I, we love to bring education, information about insurance planning and different options that will help improve the quality of life of our listeners. And that's why we named the show the Quality of Life Radio Show.
I thought it was because we are full of quality advice. We're quality people.
Quality advice.
And we got quality guests.
Quality of life brings quality of life.
So quality just follow us everywhere we go.
We are quality.
We are quality.
And quantity.
Solid quality.
Yes, sir.
I don't know about I'd rather have quality, Tom, over quantity.
But
Now, our guest may be a little different.
He's got some
you know,
quantity
he's
in
got,
those
he's got
biceps.
a lot
I
of
mean, he
quantity.
was just
You know,
showing those shoulder muscles getting
Yeah, this morning we walked in the studio and he's doing push-ups. He's so pumped up. He can't,
40 of them.
I'm pretty impressed.
I'm pretty
Could
embarrassed.
have done more.
I could have
stopped
done
at 40.
41.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to embarrass anyone, so
Well,
I stopped at
the
40.
embarrassment stuck. So
So before we
can do
bring
4.
Dr. Brian up, just want to let everybody know that we're going to have another great show. Typically, Tom and I are always talking about whether it's health insurance, life insurance, long-term care, Medicare, under 65 products, and so forth. Today, we're going to touch on a topic where it's affecting every single American in the country. And that happens to be your, what, Tom?
retirement income.
Yes, retirement income and what's happening to the siphoning of your 401k accounts,
Blah, blah,
right?
blah, blah, blah.
So we're going to talk about that a little bit this morning. We're also on our Did You Know segment this morning. We're going to talk about 10 fascinating facts about air conditioning. Because
We love it.
God,
We love it.
Could you imagine if we did not have AC? So we're going to talk a little bit about that this morning. And then, of course, our quote of the day I'm going to share with you in just a moment before we get to Dr. Brian. And then what happened this day in history. So stay tuned. We have some really cool information to share with everyone this morning. And then the quote of the day today is, I think you will like this, Tom. Out of the clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein. Excellent quote of the day today.
I thought that was Mother Teresa. It sounded so deep and
Well,
philosophical.
It could have been.
I thought it was Tom Bouvier, to be honest with you.
that
Well,
was,
he picked
it
that
could
up
have been
from
as
Albert.
well. I am a very deep man.
All right, so the time has come for the man of the hour, the push-up man, Dr. Brian Moriarty of Loving Chiropractic. My brother, good morning.
Good morning, Gary and Tom. It's an honor to be on this show for the second time. Has anyone ever been on this show a second time? Or?
2 people.
Okay. Whew. So we're making history here.
2 of
tonight.
you.
We got to step it up, though, so that there's a third time. So we're going to have
third
to
is a charm.
Maybe for Christmas. I mean,
Yeah.
we could talk about how the goose is getting fat and how not to get fat over Christmas. So
There
you
you
could probably,
go.
help us out with that.
But it's an honor to be on the Top Gun of radio shows.
Yay, I
Quality
like
of
that.
Life
Top Gun,
radio
I like
show.
it too.
And happy Summer Solstice Day to you guys as well.
Yes, today is that day.
Longest day of the
Longest
year.
day.
It's very easy to remember because it's the day before my daughter's birthday. So my daughter Emma is turning 4 tomorrow. So happy birthday, Emma.
Happy birthday, Emma.
It's also my Aunt Bernadette's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday, Aunt Bernadette.
Happy
Isn't
birthday
Jen
to you.
watching?
And my sister Jen's watching. It's not her birthday, but hi, Jen.
Jen.
Hello,
Yes,
Sister
yes,
Jen.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us this morning. And who else is joining us this morning? Did you shut your office down and all the doctors that decided to watch you and
Yeah,
watch the man?
Tuesday morning we're actually closed. People are like, "What?" They always show up Tuesday
Oh,
morning.
you are closed on
We're closed
Tuesdays.
Tuesday mornings.
Oh,
That's why it
my
works
goodness.
perfect with the show. I could just be on every week.
Yeah,
So
hey, actually, it could be when Tom and I aren't available, we could have him hosting our show on Tuesdays. Now,
the
The
wheels
man
are
is a
turning.
natural.
Yes.
Because I won't
He's
be
good.
I won't be on the show coming up. I'm going to be traveling internationally, and
Where are you
I
traveling
would love
to?
a guest.
I'm heading to Victoria, British Columbia tomorrow.
Wow.
And when we come back from that trip, I'll be in Orlando. And actually, Tom, you may be going to the Orlando trip with me as well in August. So whether you do or don't go, I mean, Dr. Brian could probably sit in.
Oh, I would be
I give him
honored.
full endorsements. Absolutely.
Wow.
Fantastic.
I got big shoes to fill.
As long
So
as he
you just watch what he's doing
Well,
today.
One of
I'll
those,
give
yeah.
you my socks and my shoes.
Oh,
today.
wow.
So you can
Magical socks.
you can slip right into them. All right.
All right.
Let's get serious.
We're having
now.
too much fun.
I tell you
We
what,
are.
Are we going to be serious?
We haven't even started. It's already quarter after already. Like, where's
Wait,
the time
when does
fly?
the
Man,
whiskey
it's
hour
ready for
here?
a break.
That is maybe at another show. Maybe for Christmas. Now, that'd be a time to celebrate whiskey.
Because I watched
That's
that.
beautiful.
I watched that Sean Williams interview about a month ago. That was a great show.
Oh, you saw that.
With the drams.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
It made me think a lot more of you, Gary, but,
You know,
but a lot less of Sean.
No,
so.
yeah. So now that you know, now that we know that you moved, You're no longer going through that transition of moving.
Yes.
Now you can start coming to our whiskey tastings.
Yes, the
now.
Cask and
Cask
Ash.
and Ash Club.
Love
Yes.
it. The pinnacle of
Yes.
popularity.
It is
this.
beautiful. Beautiful
Yes.
club, beautiful people, beautiful drinks,
Can't wait.
beautiful time.
Yes.
All right. Now we're going to get serious.
I don't think so.
A wee dram for the summer heat.
You got me thinking about the wee dram this morning.
Yes.
Actually, I might have it when I get back to the office, because we went to Scotland twice. Both times we were in Scotland, and we get up in the morning, and the host of the bed and breakfast would have a nice spread out for us, and every morning, Brian, he would come out with a whiskey bottle. And would you like the wee dram with
wee
your breakfast?
dram, wee
It
dram
was
to chill.
amazing experience to have whiskey at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
And it was a great day, because the rest of the day, what are you doing?
More wheat drams.
You're drinking more wheat drams at the different distilleries.
How did your
Wee
liver
wee.
like that 7 a.m. wake-up call?
My liver was crying. it was crying when I got home.
Yeah.
But the key is to hydrate throughout the day. That is the key.
Yeah, smart.
I will tell you, Doc, I could drink whiskey all day and never have a hangover. There's just something about whiskey that doesn't hurt me, but any other spirit, like margaritas, tequila,
Yeah.
vodka, doesn't bode well for me the next day. So at least I know.
I'm in the wrong business. I need
your
to get
Scottish
into
blood.
insurance.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
We could have our.
He tours the world. He can drink all day at work.
we
This is
we
great.
could have our own whiskey club.
Yeah.
Called the Assembly Room. That was on my bucket list. So down the road, we'll see how that works out.
All right.
So, Dr. Brian,
Yes.
our listening audience is probably tired of listening to us about whiskey, so they probably now want to know a little bit about you. Tell us
me.
about you specifically.
Okay, well, they should go back and watch my October show here if they really want to know about me. But we'll give them the highlights here just to catch them up to speed here. It was a great show, by the way. I watched it last night.
I
Gary,
love that show.
And Boov was on, and you were on,
was
and
great.
and I was exceptional. So definitely go back and watch that October show. You just go on their page
You
and
were
watch it.
well, you're always
Yeah,
exceptional,
yeah.
but that's beside
Yes,
the point.
But back to me. I'm Dr. Brian Moriarty, humble Dr. Brian Moriarty, as you can tell, from Loving Chiropractic of Stewart, owner president of that, the largest and best chiropractic clinic anywhere in the world. And I have this little award I'm going to pull out here, guys. After the last show in 2021, in December, I was on that show in October, we actually won this here, the 2021 Chiropractor of the Year for the state of Florida here.
What do you
Can
do
you
to
see
get
that?
that? How much do you have to pay to?
donate.
You have to pay a lot of money to all the right people and serve the profession. But there's like 6,000 chiropractors in Florida, so to win this was truly a
Congratulations.
lifetime
So,
achievement.
are you
here.
telling me
so
that
we'll put
out
that
of
out here? Yeah,
6,000 chiropractors, you are the chiropractor, the one chiropractor of the year.
correct.
Now, what separates you from the other 5,999 chiropractors?
Well, our office, Loving Chiropractic, we treat you with loving care. We bring you in as family. Our staff is amazing. Our doctors are amazing. We just added our 4th chiropractor, Dr. Tara Solomon, who's doing amazing work
Fantastic.
with pregnancy and children in our office. And we're a very affordable chiropractic office. We take insurances, so it's either going to be really affordable with your insurance or really affordable with self-pay. And we just have a tremendous wealth of knowledge in the chiropractic field. We keep it very simple. It's strictly a chiropractic office. There's really no fluff or anything there. But we really work on the chiropractic adjustment and getting you better so that you can have your maximum, get it, quality of life. Quality of life show.
100%.
right.
Yes.
100%. And I'll tell you, though, you're spot on. I mean, to be able to go in, for me, I mean, my story, I mean, you know my situation with my back. And by the way, I still never got an injection yet. I'm still fighting that battle. But thank God that that issue's kind of getting resolved on its own. And so we now that pain has subsiding, now I got to come back to see you. Now that I'm not, one more week of travel, then I can finally
Maintenance.
come back in and see you. Yes.
Maintenance care. Everybody forgets maintenance care.
Oh, no, listen,
Yeah.
that is absolutely important, man. I mean, it's like taking care of your car, right? If you don't put gas and oil in your car, it's going to stop running.
Exactly. Everybody gets an oil change every 3 months or every 5,000 miles or whatever the number is these days. But people forget to maintain their back. They only come in when it hurts, which is fine. We're happy to help you when it hurts, when you have a lower back pain. pain or a headache or neck pain or torticollis or whatever. But maintenance, I always try to impress this upon my patients. Come back for maintenance, even when it doesn't hurt, just to get a tune-up, just to align the tires on the car so that they don't rub unevenly and wear down unevenly. You always want to have those tires in alignment. You always want to have your spine in alignment.
Doc, it's amazing. Tom and I talk about this all the time, where people find more and put more value and importance on intrinsic things, and on their cars and on their homes and on their boats, more than their quality of life and health, which is just it boggles my mind that they'll spend money for that, but they'll bitch about a premium for this. We're going to a doctor to pay this, and that's going to help you prolong your life and enhance your quality of life.
And we're in very similar businesses with Medicare. You guys are trying to get your people protected so that they have the least amount out of pocket and that they're covered. Same thing here. We're trying to get them affordably in to get quality care. So we're in very similar industries, and we're just trying to help people just like you guys are so that they have a great, long, healthy life, because you only get one life. You only get one body. Other things, brother. Cars, boats, you can replace, but you only get one spine, one body.
And then we're going to pick up on that when we come back from our break. And I believe this is only a 30-second break. So hurry, scurry, grab a cup of joe, have a nice little potty break, and we'll see you back here on the flip side in 30 seconds.
This is Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hope Sound, Martin County's Heritage Station.
All right, welcome back to the world-famous Quality of Life radio show, and I am your host, Gary Owen, and Tom the Bouvier is with us here as well. And we have the world-famous Dr. Brian Moriarty, who happened to be the top chiropractor of 2021 in the country. Woo-hoo! One out of over 6,000 chiropractors. And I am happy to say that I'm going to see the man. I guess I'll start calling you Dr. the Man Moriarty.
Love it. That'll stick. Yes.
Awesome. So prior to our break, we were talking about how we help people. And Dr. Brian is right. I mean, because we have similarities in our business and our practice. Tom and I help enhance the lives of our clients, Medicare beneficiaries, life insurance, clientele, individual health, group health insurance, long-term care, annuities, and things of that nature. So we're here to help support you and help you find and enhance your quality of life and health, as well as Dr. Brian in the chiropractic field. And before the break, it was talking about how they help people. And there are a lot of people out there still, which is confounding to me, still that have no health insurance, which is unbelievable. Why? Because today, I mean, for those that think you cannot afford it, there is still a SEP, a special enrollment period for people that have income less than 150% of the federal poverty level. So if you're a single person, put that in relative terms of understanding, if you're making $19,000 or less, you would qualify right now to get into an Obamacare plan or an ACA plan, and the premiums will be less than probably $50 a month. We just helped a gentleman yesterday and got him on a Cigna plan for a top silver plan for $24 a month. So don't think that you can't do it, you don't qualify. All you got to do is pick up the phone, Tom, and call
772-210-1020.
Perfect. And then Dr. Brian.
Gary, real quick. Do you think it's a lack of knowledge out there, though, about insurance companies that two experienced gentlemen like yourself would benefit from a conversation with people? Because
100%.
I think a lot of people just think insurance is really expensive and that they don't need it.
Correct.
And if they talk to you, they would get those answers.
You know, we talk about this all the time where, it's important that we educate. I mean, more important than anything else, we want to educate our clients and inform our clients. And once we educate them and inform them, then they can make the right decision. And I always tell people when it comes to insurance, especially health insurance, Medicare insurance, whatever type of insurance it is, the decisions you make today can last a lifetime. That's why it's important to get it right the first time. So working with established agency, I've been on the Treasure Coast for 36 years.
Wow.
And our agency, I've been here in the industry for 15 years. So again, and Tom and I have been doing this for quite some time, and our mantra is always making sure we take care of the client 100% of the time. And that's our mission, to take care of our people. So yes,
Absolutely. Educating
is very important because people don't know what they don't know,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So now back to you, help, right? The 4-letter word, help. Those people that don't have health insurance, I know that you take those people and tell us, I mean, how affordable is it for those people that need to come in? They probably think they can't afford to see a chiropractor because they don't have the money to do it. How do you work with those types of people? How does your office do that?
There's a lot of different chiropractors in town that have a lot of different prices. Some of them you go in there and it's kind of like a sales pitch where they're pitching you on a big block of care that they have to pay for up front. And it's a little intimidating. And for some people that works great, and no judgment here. But for us, we try to remove a lot of those roadblocks to get people into the office fast. Our staff is incredible. Like yesterday, we had like 200 patients come through the doors. We had 15 new patients that our staff was able to slot in evenly, so there wasn't any big wait times.
Wow.
We take insurances, Medicare, Cigna, Blue Cross, the Florida Blue, United. So there's a lot of easy ways to get in to get very affordable care. And then if all of those are exhausted, we have an incredible self-pay rate where it's $30 a visit to get adjusted for a basic adjustment. And the first visit, we make it affordable. It's not like you're going in there and buying concert tickets to Bon Jovi on the first visit for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's very affordable. Sometimes we'll take an x-ray. Sometimes we'll do an exam. Sometimes both. But we keep it very low because we feel like chiropractic care should be available to everyone on this planet.
Sure.
And it shouldn't be a money thing. So we welcome large families. We'll make it affordable for you. We welcome people, babies. We welcome old people, everywhere in between, because we want everyone to have this access to this incredible profession of chiropractic.
That's awesome. And you're obviously passionate about what you do. Where did that passion originate?
So, I think it all starts with my dad, and I shared this story on our first show.
Yeah.
How my dad basically was diagnosed with a life-threatening illness at age 18, was given 6 months to live, and he went to a chiropractor, and basically it saved his life and prolonged it another 30 years. And it made my dad become a chiropractor, inspired me to become a chiropractor. So it really hits home in my family. I've been getting adjusted my whole life. I've adjusted my kids from literally the minute they were born so they have a clear nervous system, because the birthing process is very traumatic on a baby's neck. And one of the most undiagnosed conditions is misalignment of the neck right from birth.
Wow.
If you get that in alignment, it leads you to a much better life. If you don't, then it leads you to possibly a lot of problems down the road that can be easily and affordably prevented.
So all the mamas and papas out there who've got children, babies, and from there on up to adolescents and teenagers, they should be coming to see you And your staff?
Yes, I mean we love athletes. I've worked with over 200 professional athletes in my career. Now we're working with a lot of high school teams, high school football, those type of things. We do have professional athletes that are in the office. But, just think about it. If you're playing football, even at the high school level, think about all those hits head on, every play just psh, that's like being in a car accident every single play. I mean, if you're playing high school football, college football, professional football, and you're not getting adjusted, you are just setting yourself. I see a lot of these guys like 20 years after their careers, and they're barely moving. Yeah, and I wish that we could get them all. So if you're out there and you're an athlete and you're thinking, maybe something may not be right, come get checked. What is it? It's super affordable to get checked, especially as a kid in our office. Come get checked. See if things are out of alignment. If they're not, I will be honest with you and say, hey, everything looks good. Good luck to you. But most likely there's going to be something misaligned that needs to be corrected immediately so that it doesn't snowball into future problems.
Yeah, when I was in my 20s and 30s, I thought I was invincible. So for those of you out there in your 20s and 30s think that you're invincible, let me tell you, you are not. And I am paying the price for my stupidity back in the 20s and 30s, thinking that I was Mr. Macho Man and carrying 2-3 boxes of tile at a time that are 60 to 80 to 100 pounds each, thinking that I was going to get a good workout, and now that my back is paying the price for that.
Right. And another big thing is auto accidents. Like when people get into a car accident, a lot of times they don't realize they should be going to the chiropractor. That tremendous hyperflexion, hyperextension injury to the cervical spine or the neck, it can cause long-term side effects down the road that you should be immediately checked. And most of the time, that is covered with your auto insurance plan if you're seen within 14 days. And a chiropractor would be one of those places you could be seen to open up that case. So if you're ever in an accident, a recent accident, definitely give our office a call. We'd be happy to help you.
Well, we see that every day. There's accidents happening all day, every day.
Well, there's more people here. So, there's more people, more 100%. People get into accidents now.
And I got rear-ended, man. And I remember my neck whiplash bad, and I was in severe pain, and the ambulance came. Finally it showed up, and I was starting to feel a little bit better, and I didn't go. And of course, you pay the, like you said, I mean, you got to go, and if you don't, you ignore it, you're going to pay the price for it. It's going to catch up to you. You will pay the piper one day. So it's important to go, and especially when it's affordable. And the number one chiropractor in the state of Florida, here in Stuart, Florida. So you got the number one chiropractor in the state of Florida. You got the number one Life Health Medicare agency in the state of Florida.
The Dream Team. We
are the Dream Team.
Yeah, the Dram Team. The Dream Team. Yeah.
Dram. I like that. The Dram Team. From now on, we're gonna start bringing drams to a doctor.
We know what's on his mind.
A wee dram for the summer heat.
I had a nice wee dram last night from Isle of Isla, which is really nice.
Yes.
Anyway, we keep going back to drams and whiskeys. Not sure why. I don't understand that reasoning. But anyway, how many employees do you have now? You got 4 doctors now.
4 doctors now. We have 4 other employees. So, some independent contractors doing some stuff for us on the side. I think 10 total is what we're up to.
Fantastic.
We started with me and my wife 8 years ago. Bought a practice down here, literally had nothing, eating out of our savings when we started here. So, if you're like a small business owner on the Treasure Coast, like miracles can happen in this place. Like we are so blessed to be in this community. Like it is an incredible, incredible place. I know you guys have done really well here as well, but like we came from nothing. And now, as you guys saw, we just sold a house and we're able to make a huge profit on a house here in real estate to where like me and my wife are now completely debt free from real estate and from our incredible practice here. So like our dreams have come true on the Treasure Coast of Florida.
Very nice.
Well, Tom knows that because he's blessed.
That's absolutely.
He's a former pastor.
I mean,
I know.
I feel so blessed in every way. Absolutely. I have a wonderful wife. I have a wonderful children. I have a wonderful partner. Business, Gary Owen, that I work with, agency, and so life is great. And the clients and the people who listen to us, and so many of them do become our clients. I have so many of them that are like friends now. You just have such a great relationship. A gentleman came in yesterday, Mr. Frederick Guy of Laura's Interior from Jupiter. He and his wife have a wonderful business down there. Put a little plug, but over the years, we've just become great friends, and we're able to help people. So that's the satisfying thing. That's why we're
100%.
blessed,
Amen.
because we give so much.
100%. So Kathy says to tell you, Dr. Brian, that we get our meat for our dog, our puppy, from Pete's Meats. Do you know who they are? I'm not sure why.
I'll have to look them up.
I'm
Thank
not
you,
sure
Kathy.
why she's telling you that. But
Do you have a dog?
I have 2 dogs.
oh, okay. So then that
Okay.
might be why.
Okay. Good to know.
Insider
Thank you,
scoop.
Kathy.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're in Palm
Yes.
City.
Yes, over in the Evergreen Club now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're very close to you guys over
Okay,
there.
good. Yes.
So what would be your number one tip for our listeners here this morning? What would be your number one tip for those maybe who haven't gone to a chiropractor or maybe are going to a chiropractor and maybe not happy? What would be your number one tip?
You know, there's tons of different chiropractors, like I said, and there's tons of different people. And I'll be honest, I'm probably not the perfect chiropractor for every single person on this planet. You got to find someone that fits well with you.
Right.
If you're going to someone and it fits well, stay there. Do not just leave and jump ship just to try something new. If it's not going well, it's always a good idea to get a second opinion. Sometimes I send some of my people out and I say, you know what, this is maybe not a great fit. Why don't you go see my buddy, Chris or this? And maybe they'd have a better result. But the biggest thing is that you're going to some chiropractor, because I really would love to see every single person on this planet under chiropractic care. Right now, 5% of the population, 5% is under chiropractic care. A larger percentage has been to a chiropractor, but only 5% are actually under active chiropractic care, which is a travesty. Because it's hurricane season right now. People are getting ready and prepping and putting up shutters and getting all that stuff and lifting and bending and twisting. And, you're going to get out of alignment that way. Not exactly, ow, my back hurts. I never want that to be like the chiropractic message, because honestly, pain is like 5% of the nervous system. It really is like an okay indicator, but I'd rather the overall health people come in here that are interested in functioning at their optimum potential, regardless if they have pain or not. So if you're looking to do, that physical work out there, you should come in and get your spine checked. And that would be my blessing, would be to have every man, woman, and child get checked by some chiropractor on this planet at some point.
Excellent. So how do they get a hold of you, and how do they find you to schedule that appointment?
Yeah, just call the office. Our incredible team is there now. They can take your call, 772-219-3313. That's 772-219-3313, or at our website, lovingchiropractic.com. I'm also on Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, Twitter, all of those handles. So
Do you
come
tweet?
check me out. I'm not a real big tweeter. I kind
me
of just
either.
go on and read what Elon Musk has done for the day, and then I'm done with it. Yeah.
Why not follow the richest man in the world? He must have
He's
something
got
on the
something.
ball.
Yeah, he's doing something right here.
So, Doc, we're going to share a little bit about 10 fascinating facts about air conditioning, because we are currently in a relentless heat wave.
Yes.
It's about 96 degrees, 105.
The whole country is, though.
The whole country. No,
Absolutely.
it's a blanket.
I went to Charleston, South Carolina last weekend, and it was hotter there than it was here. It was like 98
Right.
there, and it was 95 here.
Except for Victoria, British Columbia, it's 62 degrees.
Oh,
right
rub
now.
it in.
So,
huh?
Yeah,
I'll be
exactly.
nice. I got my leather jacket
Get your
packed.
coat out.
That's
Yeah.
I got my
right.
leather jacket. I'm ready to go. So 10 fascinating facts. So Dr. Gorey invented the ice-making machine, is considered the father of air conditioning and refrigeration. His invention began with an attempt to cure yellow fever during an outbreak in Apalachicola, Florida, back in 1841.
True.
Best oysters
Isn't
in the
that
world.
amazing?
True
That
is
is
my
true.
guess. Is that true?
That is
this
true.
true,
That is
false,
true.
or no?
That wasn't true. That
Oh,
was
okay.
a statement.
Okay.
But it was
was-
a true statement.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
What is
No,
true?
very good.
Okay.
So health facts. So you being a doctor, I'm going to ask this of you.
Oh, jeez.
Which fruit is the most nutritionally powerful fruit on planet Earth?
Oh, gosh.
See if he knows this. Ding, 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 ding.
Grapes.
Ding,
I don't know.
ding.
I thought wine with grapes and
Grapes.
go that
What
way.
the heck is grapes? Most powerful fruit in the
Sugar.
world.
Kale.
Kale.
No.
Kale's a fruit. Okay.
Kale's a fruit.
I'm
yeah.
going to wrap myself in some kale tonight.
I'm not displaying a lot of knowledge.
Seaweed.
here.
It's
All
the
right, edit
seaweed.
this out, please.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. The CDC ranked 27 powerhouse fruits and vegetables. Of all the fruit bowl variety foods analyzed, Tom, which took the top honor?
Lemon.
Yes, the limon.
Really?
Lemon.
Go suck some
Lemon.
lemons
To
when
get
I get
this,
out of
the
here.
juice of half a lemon will feed your cells with more than 100% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin C, right? Which is a powerful antioxidant to slash the risk of cardiovascular disease significantly. What's more, making sure that you get your fill of vitamin C can boost fat burning.
Woohoo!
Yes, Gary needs more vitamin C. As much as 25% and whittle your waist.
Whittle your waist.
I will
like
suck
that
some lemons
phrase.
later.
Whittle your
Absolutely. Just yeah.
Your waist is pretty whittled.
Thank you. Thank you. I
You've
work
been
out.
whittling it.
Yeah,
I
very
see.
nice. So have you
Yeah, I did 40 push-ups just before the show.
He's a show off.
Whittle
All right.
the waist.
What's number 2? Apple.
Number one show off. I don't know what the number two powerful
You'll
fruit
have to
is.
research that.
Okay. I'll
Now I know
Okay.
acai and blueberries are very powerful
Oh, yeah.
phytonutrients, but oh my gosh, it's time for another break. I mean,
Let's get
it's,
into
it's
Medicare.
crazy.
Come
We're
on.
gonna do a 2-hour show from now
yes,
on.
2 hours.
Right.
All right.
Especially when he comes on.
We're coming back with more Medicare
Yes.
facts.
All right,
Don't
we're
worry.
going to take our
Got the
second
3
break of the
motor miles
show.
on
You
here.
are listening to the Quality of Life Radio Show, WSTU and WPSL, and live on Facebook. By the way, on this break, hurry up, call your friends, text them, and tell them, tune in. The best is yet to come. We'll see you on the flip side. Hello, this is Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hope Sound, Martin County's Heritage Station.
All right, hey there. Fancy meeting you here at a place like this. This is the Quality of Life Radio Show, in case you're tuning in, and we want to say, give a shout out to all those of you that are watching live on Facebook. Thank you for your comments, and thanks for tuning in. We've got a great guest on our show today, Dr. Brian Moriarty with Loving Chiropractic in Stewart. He is my chiropractor. He is my confidant, my friend, and I'll keep it at that. What would you say to that? Are you honored?
I'm honored, and
Because you're number one chiropractor in the world?
Yes, I would go. You know, it started at the state, then it's country. Now we're at the
moving it
world.
up.
Now we're moving it up.
The universe.
I like it. The
Yeah,
universe,
yeah,
the
yeah,
metaverse.
universe.
Yes. But yeah, I'm honored to call you both friends of mine, though.
Brother,
Most
it's good to
importantly.
have you,
Most
man.
important.
Thank you so much. All right, so, Tom, we only have, 16 minutes, 17 minutes
Let's
left
talk
of the show.
Medicare, guys. Come on.
So actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to skip Medicare because we always talk about Medicare on this show a lot. And so we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to talk about 3 buckets. First question I have is, are you happy, or have you looked, or have you dared to look at your portfolio, your 401k? I did about 2 weeks ago, and I puked a little in my mouth. Actually, a lot. I mean, my portfolio, because I have an aggressive portfolio, and it was down 27%. Hurts. It hurts. So Tom and I are going to kind of share with you what the break-even number is to get that money back that you've lost in the stock market.
The stock market's up 420 points this morning.
About time, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Some good
well,
news,
well.
yeah.
It's hopefully that's sustainable.
Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah,
for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. It'll close down 1,000 today, but you know what? It's up.
Hey, but it was up 400 points this morning.
427. Yep.
Well,
So, you know, we always talk about
sell.
yeah, right. The buckets of money that we should have going into retirement. I'm 55, right? So it's important that you have a balanced portfolio. Wow, that sounds so cool.
It does.
Balanced portfolio.
Sounds so responsible.
You know, you got to have
And
money, of course,
adult-like.
you know, in your one bucket, in the money market account, you know. Then you got to have your 401k, your IRA, your retirement accounts to help you make money in your working years. And then you need your third bucket should be a safe money bucket. So no matter what happens in the stock market, you know that money is going to be protected. So thank God, me being in the insurance industry, know that I have to have a wide array in my portfolio and be balanced. So, you know, I've got money from a 401k from my previous employer where I put that into a fixed indexed annuity, and I know that I participate in the upside. So when the stock market goes, of course, there's a participation rate and there's a cap, but at least I know that I'm participating in the upside and the stock market is going up. But when the stock market is down, I know that I do not participate in the loss. So the floor is zero on a fixed indexed annuity. So that's when we talk about safe money. Listen, I think, you know, financial advisors do a fairly decent job through our lifetime to help us build our nest egg, right? It's our job, Tom and Gary's job, to protect your nest egg, right, from becoming scrambled eggs. So it's one thing to make that money. Now, as you go into retirement, you know, you got to start thinking about protecting the money that you've made, right, or a portion of it. We always believe in having a balanced portfolio. And the biggest part of that pie should be, or a big part of that pie, should be a fixed annuity or a fixed indexed annuity. And we'll talk about lifetime income, Tom. So what is the happiest person in retirement? Who is that person?
Absolutely, Gary. And there's been actual scientific studies done on people who have retired. So no matter what age they've retired at, the happiest ones are the ones who know that they have guaranteed income for life. And guaranteed income is income that will absolutely pay for all the necessities. And, of course, maybe they include some of their play money as well. But whether it's if they've had a mortgage or if it's paid off, the taxes, insurance, the gas, the food, all the other types of insurances, and even if they put in some travel, they say, that's something I need to have a happy life. So people that when they know that they have guaranteed income for life, and unfortunately for some people, all they have in their mind is Social Security. Well, Social Security wasn't meant to cover 100% of your income while you were working. It's typically anywhere from 30 to 40%, depending on what you were used to bringing in. So, and the sad thing is, Gary, is that 57%, only 57% say they've had less than $250,000 saved in retirement. So the bucket of money of cash, that's not guaranteed income for life, because you don't know when you're going to die. And you don't know how much you're going to really spend every month. So,
and you could outlive your money.
You could outlive your money. And that's the fear. But people who know that they have guaranteed income for life are the happiest ones in retirement.
100%, because they have fixed income. They know that they're going to get X from their Social Security, and how much money do you need to fill that gap, right, to make up that gap? So your Social Security may be $1,500 a month or $1,800 a month, but the required income that you need to sustain yourself every month might be $2,500 a month. So you need another $1,000 a month of income coming in. So that is where you have a lifetime annuity to pay you for life. So people don't realize that, you know, let's say you put in $250,000 in your fixed income annuity. And whatever that monthly amount is when you start your distributions, if you go through that $250,000, well, guess what? It doesn't end. You still get that monthly payment for the rest of your life. So that's what guaranteed fixed income is, and that's what a fixed indexed annuity does. Before we get to the break-even numbers real quick, I got a message about what happened. What what happened to this day in history and the 10 interesting facts about air conditioning. I promise you it's coming the last 5 minutes of the show. So, we change it up.
Too much banter,
We change it up a little
Or
bit.
we
getting
always
there.
have next week.
Please stand by. We're getting there.
Banter.
It's going to be hotter next week or 2 weeks
Yes,
from now.
yes.
We'll put the banter alert out.
Yeah.
All right. The S&P performance history. I want to share this with you. This is really interesting. So this goes back to 1997. So from 2002 to 2003, prior to that, the stock market was going up. Of course, you have your dips and valleys and so forth. But it took a precipitous drop in 2002 and 2003 to the tune of 49%. So imagine in 2001 or 2002, you're about to retire, and all of a sudden, half your portfolio up in smoke. It sucks, man.
Terrible.
And then again in 2008 and 2009, it dropped 57%. So again, for those of you that were retiring in 2007 and 2008, you saw a major drop in your portfolio. And that's scary when you lose more than half of your portfolio.
They're still working, Gary.
Of course they have to work. I mean, that's the sad part about it. This is why we will protect your nest egg so that when that 57 or that 49% drop happens, it's not going to affect you. That's the beauty of it, right? And then, and again, of course, from 2010 to 2020, it was on a pretty good incline. And then in March of 2020, it dropped 34%. And now, what the numbers are today is scary. So again,
But you're protected. Even if the numbers drop, you're protected.
on a fixed index annuity,
fixed,
absolutely, yeah. So it will never drop below zero, and that's the great thing about a fixed indexed annuity. So versus a variable annuity. So again, it's tied to the stock market, it's tied to the S&P, to other indices. But again, when that stock market plunges, your portfolio doesn't plunge. And again, that's why it's important to have a balanced allocation. And part of that balanced allocation is a fixed index annuity. So Tom, on our break-even numbers. So, I mean, obviously we're not at 10%, but if your portfolio drops 10%, how much does the market have to go up to recover to get back to that break-even 10%?
For the next year, it would need to break even after 1 year at 11.2%.
All right, so after only 1 year, you got to do 11%, 11.2. Now, if it drops 15%, then it takes about 18% increase in the stock market to get that net gain back or to break even again at a 15% loss.
And 20%, which is what my 401k is down, the last time I looked just a couple of weeks ago, I will need a 25% return within the next year to recover.
And mine's down 25%, which is why I puked in my mouth a little bit. And now it's saying that I have to have a 33.5% return to break even from the 25% loss. So, and then Tom, 30.
Oh my! And we hope
it's horrible.
It is.
It's
we're going to need a 42.9, or about 43%, Gary.
And then if the market plunges even worse, and we're down to 35% loss in the portfolio, then to recover, we have to have in 1 year a 54% net gain. So just to recover from 35%.
And from the historical charts that you were just reading from, that has happened.
100%.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
even down to 50%, you would need a 100% return.
And
catch
so
up.
and by the way, there's a lot of different annuities. You know, we will, because we are an independent agency, we don't represent one company or one carrier or one plan. You know, that's the beauty of working with Owen Insurance Group, because we are a national independent brokerage firm. We work for you. We find you the best deals. We find you the best rates. And sometimes there are carriers that offer promos and will match whatever you put in, sometimes a 10% bonus. So there are things out there that will help you. And then also there are clients who are, come to us for the Medicare, we talk to them about, we have a holistic approach to our planning process. And one of those questions is, what have you done for your long-term care planning? And to our chagrin, unfortunately, most people look at you like you've got three heads.
That's right.
What
they say,
long-term
my
care
children.
planning? Yeah.
My daughter has an extra bedroom.
Well, I'm not wiping my parents' ass.
When does she? Does she know that?
and it's sad because you've got your children. Why would you put that on your children? They have their own lives. They have their own children to take care of, and the burden of taking care of somebody is absolutely horrendous. It's not a good scenario, and it's not the good planning technique to have. So then, and again, by the time people are 65, Doc, you see this all the time. At 65, I mean, people come to us with a laundry list of medications for their Part D plan or their drug plan. And of course, you can now qualify for a long-term care plan. So there are annuities out there with certain companies that will give you a doubler on your income. So, for example, you can't qualify due to pre-existing conditions on your health. You can get into annuity. There's no health underwriting questions on the annuity. And then something happens to your typically there's not. It depends on what you do. But let's say that you have $1,500 a month coming in from one annuity. When you have 2 or out of the 6 activities of daily living that you cannot meet, then that triggers that doubler. So now you'll make $3,000 a month. So again, there are some really cool annuities out there. Just give us a call at 772-210-1020, and we'll help answer those questions that you might have, whether it's about life insurance, fixed indexed annuities, Medicare, individual health, group health insurance. We do it all here at Owen Insurance Group. Disability plans, accident, critical illness, cancer, you name it, we do it. The only thing we don't do is we don't protect your car or your home.
Or your boat.
Or your boat. Or your airplane. So, all right, so we got 5 minutes. Yeah, I got it. 5 minutes left. It smacked me in the face. So we're going to now talk about, did you know, Dr. Brian?
Oh, I hate this part. I always do so bad.
What was the first air conditioner? Think about it.
The name.
The name?
Mm-hmm. Brand.
Rudd.
No.
Rudd.
No.
No.
The very first air conditioner. You carry a block of what?
You carry.
To your house and put a fan behind
We're
it.
using a
block of ice.
Ice.
Yeah.
Oh, ice.
Ice was the first air conditioner.
Oh, that was my next guess.
Yeah. Okay, Tom.
William Carrier invented the first air conditioning in 1903 to monitor the humidity in a New York publishing home.
And then the first domestic air conditioner was over 7 foot high, 6 foot wide, and 20 foot long. Wow. It was installed in 1914, and it cost thousands of dollars.
I'm sure it did. Air conditioning was first introduced in the House of Representatives in 1928, followed by the White House and the Senate in 1929.
And by the way, that first air conditioner in the White House cost $30,000 at the time, meaning today's money would be about $200,000 to $250,000.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. And in 1931, the first room air conditioning was invented.
And until the 1970s, most households did not have air conditioning.
And I'm old enough.
People live like that, though, in Florida.
You know what? I don't know how.
Like, imagine if we didn't have air conditioning here.
So I remember my uncle telling me a story when he first moved to Florida from Pennsylvania, Ohio area, that because he was a school teacher, him and my aunt were school teachers, and they would sit naked in front of a block of ice with a fan behind it.
Really?
That's what they did.
Wow.
Interesting. I mean, I got a visual on that. It wasn't very pleasing.
Yeah.
But that's what they did.
Well, the more naked, the better, I guess. Right?
Yeah. Well, let's have a party at Uncle John's house.
Yeah.
Water-cooled air conditioning was invented by the Egyptians.
And then in the SEER rating of air conditioner, yeah, I mean, the Egyptians had, they were
smart. They had running water.
God, it was amazing. The pyramids.
They built pyramids.
These guys were
along
amazing.
with the aliens, they helped.
The SEER rating of an air conditioner indicates the performance. So obviously, the higher the SEER rating, the better performance.
And in 1939, Packard introduced the first car with air conditioning as an option. And just speaking of that, real brief, my sister told me the other day that when she bought her first car, and my younger brother said the same thing, my dad said, don't buy air conditioning. That's an extra $500. And so they drove their first car in either Louisiana or Florida without air conditioning.
How did people do that,
Brutal.
too? Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah.
To save $500.
Can't even
Brutal.
imagine.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
So hot.
Well, I guess at the time, $500 is like, $3,000 today. But
Yeah.
And by the way, we got 2 minutes left. Okay, so in 1788, New Hampshire becomes the 9th and last state to ratify the Constitution of the United States, thereby making that document the law of the land.
This day in history, Zachary Taylor and Richard Nixon marry their future first ladies in 1810. I guess that's Zachary Taylor.
Zachary Taylor, yep.
Yeah,
and in 1965, Mr. Tambourine Man is released,
nice.
marking the beginning of the folk rock revolution.
And in 1982, John Hinckley Jr., who attempted to assassinate Ronald Reagan, was found not guilty. And you wonder why he was in prison. He was not guilty due to insanity. So
Also, the bombing of Okinawa was today. Did
Yes,
you see that?
that's
Yes,
right.
Okinawa.
That's right.
That was
Okay.
the bombing today.
So, Dr. Brian, it's great to have you again. We appreciate having you, and I can't wait to get back from my trip to see you because I need some work. You know, my back is screaming for help.
You know, that's our tagline. If your back is a crying, call Dr. Brian.
Love it. All right. On that note, we're gonna scoot boogie, man. So we thank you for being with us this morning. The next week's guest is going to be Representative Toby Overdorf. So we're glad to have Toby in the house.
Wow.
And of course, Tom and I are going to continue spousing our knowledge. We are so smart when it comes to insurance. And again, guys, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you taking time out of your day to be with us today. Please share us with your friends, your family, your neighbors, your golfing buddies, everybody. And remember, stay safe, keep healthy, be happy, and enjoy your quality of life.